The family Canidae, known as canines, includes animals like wolves, foxes, coyotes, jackals, domestic dogs, and other wild dogs. Here's an overview of this fascinating family. Canids are part of the carnivora order, which means they're carnivorous, meat-eating mammals. However, most canids are opportunistic omnivores, feeding on a range of foods depending on their environment. Canids have slender, elongated bodies, bushy tails, and elongated snouts. They generally have 4 long, muscular legs adapted for running, with non-retractable claws, aiding in their swift movements. They have excellent senses of smell, sight, and hearing, which make them proficient hunters and social communicators. Canids are found across the globe, except for Antarctica. They inhabit diverse environments, from forests and deserts to urban areas. Canids are generally social animals, with many species forming packs or social groups. Wolves, for example, live in packs with a complex social hierarchy. Communication in canids includes vocalizations, barks, howls, whines, body language, and scent marking. Hunting strategies vary from solo hunting, to group strategies, to take down large prey. Canids have evolved numerous adaptations for survival in various environments. Their sharp teeth and powerful jaws are ideal for capturing and eating prey. Their fur provides insulation and camouflage, and their long, bushy tails help with balance and social signaling. Canids typically have a single breeding season each year, and gestation lasts about 50 to 70 days, depending on the species. Litters vary from 1 to more than 10 pups. Parents, particularly in social species like wolves, engage in cooperative care, where pack members help raise young. Many canids are not threatened. However, species like the Ethiopian wolf and the African wild dog are endangered due to habitat loss, human conflict, and diseases. As apex predators, canids play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems by controlling prey populations, which can indirectly affect plant life and overall biodiversity. The family Canidae includes several important types, or genera. Here are some of the most significant and well-known types of canids. Wolf. The gray wolf is one of the most iconic canids, known for its pack-based social structure and role as a top predator. Wolves have a wide range, including North America, Europe, and Asia, and they exhibit complex hunting and social behaviors. Wolves are known for their complex social structures and loyalty within packs, often forming lifelong family bonds. They communicate through a range of vocalizations, including howling, which helps pack members coordinate hunts and establish territory. Wolves can cover great distances and have been known to travel up to 30 miles in a single day while hunting or patrolling their territory. Domestic dog. Dogs are the domesticated subspecies of wolves and are highly adaptable. Over thousands of years, they have been selectively bred to serve various roles, including hunting, herding, guarding, and companionship. Domestic dogs were among the first animals domesticated by humans, with evidence of domestication dating back over 20,000 years. They are incredibly diverse, with over 340 recognized breeds. Dogs have evolved to understand human emotions and are one of the few animals capable of interpreting human facial expressions. Coyote. Native to North America, coyotes are smaller and more solitary than wolves, though they are highly adaptable and often live in close proximity to humans. Coyotes are opportunistic feeders, with diets ranging from small mammals to fruits. Their vocalizations are varied and include yips, barks, and howls. Their calls are often mistaken for a large group, even when only a few individuals are present. Jackals. Found in Africa and parts of Eurasia, jackals are medium-sized canids with solitary or pair-based social structures. They are omnivorous, feeding on small mammals, insects, and scavenged remains. Red fox. The red fox is the most widespread canid, found across the northern hemisphere. It is known for its resourcefulness and adaptability, thriving in various habitats, including urban areas. Red foxes are solitary and have a highly varied diet. Foxes are known for their fox leap, a high jump used to pounce on prey hidden beneath snow or tall grass. Arctic fox. Native to Arctic regions, the Arctic fox is known for its seasonal coat, which changes from white in winter to brown in summer for camouflage. It has a compact body to conserve heat and primarily feeds on lemmings and other small animals. It has the warmest fur of any animal, enabling it to survive temperatures as low as -70 degrees Celsius. Arctic foxes follow polar bears to scavenge leftovers from their kills, making them an important part of the Arctic food web. Fennec fox, the smallest fox, lives in North Africa's deserts. It has large ears that help dissipate heat and detect prey underground. This fox is nocturnal, avoiding the desert heat by hunting at night. It is the smallest of all canids but has proportionally the largest ears. African wild dog, native to sub-Saharan Africa, this highly social and endangered canid is known for its cooperative hunting and pack dynamics. African wild dogs are efficient hunters, with a success rate higher than most other predators, often exceeding 80%, thanks to their cooperative hunting strategies. They are also unique in their mottled coat pattern, which varies individually. Unlike most canids, they have only 4 toes per foot, instead of 5, making them distinct in appearance. Dhole, also known as the Asiatic wild dog, the dhole is found in regions of Central and Southeast Asia. Dholes are highly social and hunt in packs, displaying complex communication. Unlike most canids, they are capable swimmers and often chase prey into water. They are known for their distinctive whistle-like call, which helps pack members coordinate while hunting in dense forests. Dholes can take down prey much larger than themselves, including deer, using their strong social bonds in coordinated attacks. Bush dog, native to Central and South America, the bush dog is unique among canids for its short legs and semi-aquatic lifestyle, favoring dense forests and wetlands. They hunt in packs and are known for their stocky build and webbed feet, which aid in swimming. Bush dogs live in family groups and rely on scent marking to communicate within dense forest habitats. Maned wolf, native to South America, the maned wolf resembles a fox on stilts, with long legs adapted to the tall grasslands it inhabits. The maned wolf is omnivorous, consuming fruits, small mammals, and birds. It is solitary and has a distinctive, musky scent used for marking its territory. Short-eared dog, a rare canid found in the Amazon rainforest. The short-eared dog has adaptations suited to forest life, including short limbs and a reclusive nature. Little is known about its behavior due to its elusive nature, but it is believed to be mostly solitary. Crab-eating fox, found in South America, particularly in forested and savanna regions. The crab-eating fox is an omnivorous canid that feeds on fruits, insects, and small animals. It is more solitary than other canids but sometimes forages in pairs. As its name suggests, the crab-eating fox frequently feeds on crabs, especially during the wet season in South America. Crab-eating foxes are known to form monogamous pairs, and both parents assist in raising the pups. Raccoon dog, native to East Asia, the raccoon dog is unique for its raccoon-like appearance and is the only canid known to hibernate. They are omnivorous, feeding on small animals, plants, and fish, and they thrive in various environments, from forests to urban areas. Despite their appearance, raccoon dogs are not related to raccoons. Their name comes from their similar facial markings. Raccoon dogs mate for life, and both parents are heavily involved in raising their young. Each type of canid within Canidae exhibits unique adaptations to their environments, social structures, and diets, showcasing the family's incredible versatility and resilience across diverse habitats.